Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again. It's so nice to see you back here for another video. My name's Tess Lark, and today I'm going to show you how you can make these beautiful epoxy geode trinket trays using epoxy resin, alcohol ink, some mica powder, and a paint pen. As always, I'll go ahead and link all the materials that I used for this project in the description down below, so if anybody's curious, all that information will be down there for you. And let's just hop into today's... I can never say that. Let's just hop into today's project. To save some time in today's video, I went ahead and I pre-mixed 200 milliliters of resin, as each one of my molds holds about 100 milliliters of resin. Because I'm using a two-part epoxy resin, I went ahead and I mixed up equal parts, so 50 parts of resin and 50 milliliters of hardener for 100 milliliters total. And I'm going to separate that resin into some cups so I can mix my pigment. I'll also be reserving a little bit of clear resin because I want to incorporate some of that as well. And when you're sectioning out your resin for your colors, you really just want to think about ratios. So I know that this pink pigment is probably going to spread out quite a bit, but I do want it to be the dominant color. And for my pink, I'll be using some alcohol ink by Let's Resin, and this is their purplish red. To that, I'm also going to be adding some mica powder, and I'm using the light plum mica powder by Arteza. I absolutely love this color and this color combination. I think the way that it turned out is really, really pretty. So just a couple scoops there. Whenever you're mixing pigment with your resin, you want to keep it to be about 90% resin to 10% pigment, or you may not get a proper cure. After I've thoroughly incorporated that, I'm just going to go ahead and move on. So I'm mixing up just a little bit of purple into another one of my cups of clear resin, and I'm just doing one drop of purple because I do want to keep this one pretty translucent. I do think that by having some resins that are translucent, some that are clear, and some that are more opaque, you really get a cool mixture of different effects that happen and reactions that happen within the resin. I'll also be adding some white to this piece, and the white that I'm using today is the alcohol ink from Pinata Colors called Blanco Blanco. A good way to see how translucent or opaque your resin is to check and see how it looks on the bottom of your popsicle stick once you're done mixing, and then you can decide if you want to add some more clear resin or some more pigment to it. Now that we have our colors mixed up, it's time to mix up a little bit of some gold glitter for the center of these pieces. And I'm using some gold glitter from Let's Resin. They have an epoxy resin starter kit that has a lot of really lovely glitter. And because I don't want the glitter to be too liquidy and run throughout the entire piece, I'm going to add the glitter first and then just drizzle in a little bit of resin from the end of my popsicle stick until I get it to be the right consistency. So when I mix that together, I'm going to want it to be a sort of a paste, again, so it stays right in the center of each piece. Our next step will be to hit all of those colors and the clear resin with the heat gun to pop any bubbles that are starting to form on the surface of the resin. And then we'll move on to the fun part. I'm going to start out with my pink resin, and I'm going to pinch the cup so it's got a pretty nice little point on the edge of the cup and I can control where the resin's going. And I'm just going to pour that around the outside border of each one of my molds. And then next I'll be using a puddle pour technique to get a geode effect. So I'm starting with my clear resin, and I like to start with a layer of the clear resin because I think that it acts as a bit of a window so you can see all of the reactions taking place underneath it. So after I've poured some clear resin in the center of each one of my molds, I'm going to follow that up with a little bit of that translucent purple. And then I'll just go ahead and repeat that process, working through my colors and using the other colors to kind of push it out of the center. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, just a quick reminder, please don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe. This channel is so close to hitting 3,000 subscribers, and I would really love to hit that milestone soon. While you're pouring your colors into the center of your mold, just keep an eye that you're not going to overfill the molds. And I also like to end my geodes with some clear resin, so I'm making sure that I'm leaving enough space to add my clear resin right here at the end. Once our molds are full and we're happy with how they look, it's going to be time to hit these with a heat gun, again to start popping some of those bubbles and also to help those colors start kind of melting and blooming together. And then with the help of 2 popsicle sticks, we'll add the glitter to the center of each one of these. After this, we're going to go ahead and let these cure, but we're only going to let them cure for about 5 or 6 hours because they still need to be pliable so that we can shape them into bowls. So we want to make sure that the resin is cured enough that we can touch it without leaving fingerprints, but soft enough that it's still really pliable and easy to shape. So I waited about 6 hours, and this is how my pieces are looking so far, and let me know what you guys think of this color in the comments below. I cannot get enough of it. So I'm just taking a normal bowl here and I'm lining it with some wax paper, and then I'm going to start to demold my piece. You'll also note that I am still wearing gloves just in case because the resin is still quite soft, so I do want to be very careful of fingerprints. But I'm working my way around the outer edge here, and it's a little bit tricky just again because it is a little soft, but just be patient and work your way right around the outside edge of your mold, and then you can peel the entire piece out. And here is how my piece is looking. I'm loving the way that the bottoms of these turned out, so I'm making sure that that side of the piece faces me as I gently push this piece down into my bowl to shape it into a dish. And so after I've got it nicely centered in the bowl, I'm just gonna loosely wrap it with some waxed paper, and then I'll take a cured resin project and just push that on top to weigh it down a bit. And you can use whatever you have on hand, anything, maybe like even another bowl to put on top, just to make sure it doesn't pop up while it's curing. And so just repeating the process here, I'm going to go around the outside corners before pulling it out completely. And you can decide whichever side you like the best, but whichever side you happen to like the best and want to be the focal point of your dish, make sure that that side is facing up towards you. So I let my bowl set up overnight. Let's go ahead and pop them out and see how they turned out. Got a great shape to it, and the colors are so beautiful. I'm actually pretty obsessed with this color, so if you guys see a lot more projects from me using this color, please forgive me. I love this color. So here's our first bowl, and because this wax paper is still fully clean, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it up so I can use it for another project. And then we've got our second bowl here. So as you can see, there's a really nice slant to the piece. It's a great little bowl dish shape, and the colors are just so pretty. And as always, I'll make sure to take some footage in the natural light so you guys can see it a little bit better. But let's go ahead and finish these guys up by putting a little border right around the outside. And then to make my border, I'll be using my Deco Premium Color paint pen, and we'll just give that guy a good shake. Once I've got my paint pen going, I'm just going to go ahead and go around the outside edge of each one of my bowls. And this footage is sped up, but just go ahead and take your time getting into all of those little nooks and crannies. And first I'm going to start with the outer rim, but then I will take the smaller chiseled point on this paint pen, and I'll be going and extending that gold line just a little bit around the inside of each bowl. Alright, so these trinket dishes are all finished up, and I think that they're looking really beautiful. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this technique? Have you tried it before? Is there a different way that you use to make geodes? I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. As always, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for spending a part of your day with me. And if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, leave me some sort of pink emoji in the comments just so that I know that it's real. I really hope that this video inspires you to make something of your own today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!